it's me, Renee. I'm back. So it's day 2 of the contemporary readathon. I've finished 2 books today. You might gasp. It's just middle of the day here. At least it's here. Depends on where you are time-wise. But I suppose it's a bit cheating in a way, because actually I finished 1 book and the second book I DNF'd. So, as I told you yesterday, I also, in addition to the other books that I told you about, I also started this one on Sunday. And then I thought I might read during the week, just a bit now and then. But I had like half the I had like book left, and it's very easily read. So just what the hell, I'll just read now. So I end up reading this today. Unless it's a bit of a letdown, really. It started kind of interesting. It wasn't awful, but it kind of piqued my interest. And then it got a bit better. And then it just like sat here, then went a bit up, and then went just straight ahead, like it's fine. And then it just kind of went down, like the quality and my interest in it, and then it went a bit up, then went down again. And like the characters in this, they're not awful, they're not bad, but they're not like very intriguing, and they're not very interesting or original. Like for a book to be really good, at least in my mind, you have to have a plot that's interesting or original. Some characters that you feel that you can meet in real life, that you feel are real, they feel real. Some funny dialogue or some funny message in it. And this book, it just didn't really have it. I mean, it's been marketed as a romance, but there's really not that much of a romance. Like I kind of thought, sorry, spoilers. I kind of thought this one would be like one of them where they'd have first meet and then have some mix-ups and then get together. But they don't get together before like the 5th to last page. And like you get no concept of them together. And in romances, I kind of want more of the couple together, really. Here you don't really get that. You don't really get the potential of it, really. And also in addition to protagonists, in a way, you have lots of pages and snippets of people just randomly popping up. Well, not randomly, but they're randomly-ish. I don't really get the point with them. I mostly just skip them, and yeah, of course, not of course, but I actually skimmed a lot of the last part of this book because it just got lots and lots way interesting for me. And yeah, I don't know. At the beginning, I was interested, but I wasn't head or heels. Then it got more interesting, and then it just fell flat for me. So yeah, if everyone was going to ask me what I think of this I would say it's not awful, but it's not a waste of your time, but it's not the best book I read. So yeah, if someone's going to ask me should I buy this book, I won't really sell it very well. I won't. But I suppose it is each their own, because you see the book has some praises on the top by Josie Silver. Well, it's by the author who wrote One Day in December, which has been panned, so I suppose it depends how you define praised and like who you praise it from. But it's also been praised by different magazines and stuff. So people love it, just I didn't. But anyway, I finished this one today. And then I took like half an hour something of break, and I end up just watching Mom on TV. I really like the TV series Mom. I really like it. I haven't really seen all of it. I've seen a lot of it, but I haven't seen like it's from beginning to finish. So sometimes when I'm on, I catch it and see it. This was actually the episode where Bonnie met Adam, and that was very fun to see. Where they met like virtually, like his first appearance. But yeah, And then after that, I decided to try this one, a comic book that I initially thought I would try to read in the weekend that was, but I ended up picking up today. It's a Norwegian author and Norwegian title, as you can see. It's Norwegian words and all. And comics books and me, we've got a bit of a different history. Like, sometimes I like them. Like, I've read few of them. I haven't read many of them. I've read few of them. And when I was a kid, I loved Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. I loved Mickey Mouse because that was always was often a mystery and a crime, and I really liked that aspect of it. But I haven't really read that many comics in later years. And I feel like I kind of feel like comics now. Like, I love to read, and both comics and books, comic books and books, they both tell a story, but the one that has more, one is illustrated and one is just with words. And I kind of feel like, well, if I'm gonna read a comic book, I kind of want the art to be really nice. Like, the art in the Prince and the Dressmaker is beautiful, beautiful. The story in Nomura is great and very fun art. This one is not that great art, and I would say the story was decent, but I end up DNFing it after like 10 pages. I was not interested. I didn't really feel I didn't feel connected to the story or narratives or anything really. So yeah, I'm not messing around. I don't spend my time on books that I'm halfway interested in. I don't. But I tried. I tried. But yeah, so that's that. So next up, as I said yesterday, I didn't really know what I was going to read today. Already ended up reading two books that wasn't initially on my TBR. But now I've decided I want to go for The Other Side of Happiness. It's because this one, I know pretty much it's guaranteed it's gonna be great. I've read the first book in the series, and yeah, of course, sometimes sequels in series aren't as good as the first one. But I've read this author before, so I know like the writing style of it will be good anyway. Most of the time it is really, and this one is the second book. Like, some authors they write 15 books. The first book is great, 10th book is great, and then the 10th book is meh. But usually the first and second or two books after each other are normally not that different. Like, the first and fifth book might have different quality because somehow that happens, at least in my opinion. But the first and second usually aren't. I'm pretty positive about this one, optimistic about this one. So I'm gonna go into it and try it. Hopefully, it'll be as good as I think it is. And yeah, that's my update for the middle of the day at Contemporary Readathon Day 2. And I'll do another update tonight. And Renee, out. Renee, I'm back. So this is my update on Day 2. What's best? This or this? Doesn't really matter, maybe. On Day 2 of the Contemporary Readathon. I did a video all day, which you've seen before this, telling you about how I started my day. And as I said, I planned on reading more, but I just, after DNFing the one book, I started this one, and I liked it, but I kind of realized that I wasn't really in the mood for reading anymore, because I was so let down by the first two books of the day that I just kind of lost hope and lost interest, really. Some people, they think, okay, I'm reading a book, I finished a book, okay, this book was so impactful and full of messages and feels, so I can't read anything more for days because book hangover. With me, actually, I don't really have book hangovers in that way, really. With me, I suppose it's kind of more like if a book is really awful, I might actually lose just kind of hope and lose interest in books and just think, my god, What's happened with the books in the world today? And I'm just maybe lost hope in books in a way. And then I might just watch TV for a day or two and not really be interested in reading at all for 3-4 days. I probably won't do that this time, but I'm feeling like I'm not, even though this book I've gotten like 20 pages into it, and it is good. It's like expected. It's good, but I'm not feeling really into mood to reading it. I'm not really feeling in mood to read anything. I suppose I could switch to one of the audiobooks, but I haven't really. So I'm filming this now to like wrap up day 2, and hopefully day 3 will be better again. And day 3 will start with this one, so that's probably gonna be good, really. I mean, Sophia Khan, it's probably gonna be good. So probably better to start with a great book than end with. Well, both of those are good, but anyway. Yeah, so that's my vlogmas. That's my contemporary readathon update. How's it going for you guys? And yeah, I didn't vlog anything during the day either because technology is. I just, yeah. So I'm just gonna like film twice during the day and then do it like this, I think. And I might do it different in other refunds in future, but that's how it is now. So yeah, I'll be reading this one tomorrow, and if I finish that one, I'll start the Benjamin Ali's science book. I'm thinking. I suppose both of them are big books, so I might. No, they're all big books. I'm not sure I'll start off this one. After this one, I'll start another book. But that's the extent of my knowledge, really. So, yep. This is me saying Renee out.